a lot for joining in. Mr. Tiwari, a pleasure hearing from you. That's the word coming in from PNGRB. But let's talk a little bit about the new listing, Keystone Realtors. Let's get it up for you on the screen. It's day one on Dalal Street. And the listing was not bad. It was marginally in the green. Now it's up about 2.5%. Popularly known as Rustom Ji, the company has debuted today. It was 555 rupees a share was where it listed at. The issue price, remember, was 541. To discuss more on the listing, the business outlook, Boman Irani, the chairman and MD at Keystone Realtors, is with us. Boman, good morning and welcome back on the show. We did speak to you a couple of days ago before the listing. And at that point, I remember you telling us that you're not looking to get out of the Mumbai markets anytime soon. But, you know, now there's so much competition coming through, especially in the affordable segment. Players from down south are increasing their presence in Mumbai. So at some point in time, would you want to geographically expand?
Sonia, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. I would like to begin with, if you don't mind, thanking all our investors and having the confidence in Keystone Realtors, better known, as you said, like Rustom Ji in Mumbai and MMR area. You speak about, you know, the size of this market. Sonia, it's one of the largest markets in the country at this moment in time. There are very many good developers already existent out here, and there are plenty of developers who wish to come into this market and, you know, make it a stronghold for themselves. I think this market has ample room for all of us, that is good developers, growing our base out here. More importantly, what we've seen over the last 10 years is that this business has become more and more organized, and we have a lot of larger listed or branded players who continue to grow their market share, whereas the smaller developers and non-organized developers, the market share, at least as far as the customer point of view is concerned, has reduced. This only means that there's a lot more room available for us and all the good competition that comes into the city. This city brings out the best, and MMR brings out the best in most of us, and I wish that the best will continue to grow. Once again, a big thank you to all our investors for putting their faith in us. I promise you, we will work harder. We understand the sense of responsibility that has come upon us, and we will continue to grow in value.
Hi, Boman. Morning. Nigel on this side. You know, it was heartwarming to see that, you know, when the bell was rung and the family members as well were out there. So congratulations on a good listing. But now it gets a little tricky, right? The street looks forward to numbers on a quarterly basis. So it'll be interesting to say the least. The debt in the books, the last reported number we have is around 1,200 crores odd. Could you give us an updated number? And could you tell us, where's this number headed?
So, Nigel, thank you. Thank you for those words. You know, yes, it was indeed a beautiful moment to have the entire family up there and a lot of my team members up there. It's been a 26-year journey where we've, you know, been to the school of hard knocks, learned a lot of lessons. We grew a lot with our debt that we took at one point of time till we realized that debt was very good as a short-term friend, not very good in the long run. This year, I think the debt you're talking about, the secured debt that we had on our books was about 901 crores, and we plan to bring it down to 560 crores with the amounts raised through our listing itself. This will allow us to further, you know, because our equity would be in the region of about 1,600 plus crores. We want to maintain a 1:1 debt to equity ratio to maintain it healthy. And this would allow us to continually grow our development in Mumbai and MMR. And as we are all aware that redevelopment has been at the, you know, we at Rustom Ji have been doing redevelopment since 2003. And we have very many redevelopments that we've completed, more than 1,400 plus redeveloped homes. And today, this city, it needs a sprucing up. It needs a younger creation of newer buildings, better lifestyle for our you know, residents. And I see the government doing that hugely in terms of the infrastructure that they're building. And it is only our responsibility to keep moving up or sprucing up the buildings that we are building. So with that, with the kind of monies that we've raised, we're looking at putting a lot into growth. And that's our plan for the future. Stay in Mumbai MMR for redevelopments. Stay in Mumbai MMR for joint developments, joint ventures with partners. Rustom Ji has been a partnership-driven company. The three of us, Chandresh Percy and I, have been partners for 26 years.
Right.
And we hope to continue growing more and more partnerships with our landowners, our fellow developers, etc.
Right. Boman, good morning. Prashant here. I mean, I hope what you say comes true because, I mean, you know, your projects and most of these builder projects are islands of tranquility, but you step out and, you know, it seems like a different place, the Mumbai region, MMR, etc. I have two specific questions. One is your profitability. What are margins at right now? And how do you see that kind of tracking from here on? And second is the name itself. I mean, Rustomji is a well-known brand, in this part of the country. Why not use that as a go-to brand to the market, or are there any limitations to that? Go on.
So, Prashant, if you don't mind my quoting, they say, whatever change begins, it starts from within. And if you want to start cleaning up a city, first start by cleaning up your own home. So that is why when you mentioned that our projects are islands of tranquility, it is to create that very same tranquil space in your home. As we go out there into the city and we see a little bit of chaos, it's only time that, we as Mumbaikars and residents of this lovely, beautiful metro realize that we've all got to work towards changing and making this city better. Further, I'd like to just state that Mumbai and MMR will continue to be our mainstay. We will continue to be here. And a testimonial to that is when you see all developers from across the country coming into Mumbai and MMR to make their base. I mean, we're just fortunate that we have a market that's so wide and so deep. And there is so much more growth potential out here, especially given the infrastructure initiative taken by the governments itself.
Sorry, margins, Boman, sorry, we're on the clock. Margins, if you can outline something for us.
Sorry. Yeah. So I will talk about the Rustomji investment philosophy. We normally do not invest more than 10% of the gross revenues of the project till we are go-to market. When I say go-to market, it means that we are ready for sales. And the time that we try to do this in is in about a year's time of clocking a project in, because approvals, etc., are there. And we work on 35% gross margins for most of the projects that we enter in. We enter in a project only if it's got 35% plus gross margins going forward.
Okay, 35% gross margins. Just one final question, since now you have a little more freedom to talk about numbers now that the stock is listed. If you look at the last 4 years, your pre-sales, the annual trajectory has gone up from almost 1,000 crores in FY20. Of course, FY20 was an aberration, but now you're sitting at 2,600 crores at the end of FY22 in terms of pre-sales. How much do you think on an average could the growth be for you, given your launch pipeline?
I'm not sure I'm at liberty to speak about numbers in actuality, but all I can say is that our growth trajectory has been phenomenal, given the COVID, or post-COVID buying that took place, and of course the support that came in from the RBI by reducing of interest rates at the same point of time, by the government of Maharashtra by reducing stamp duty, really helped a lot. So this led to a lot of very good buying in the last few years. I think we will continue to grow at probably healthy margins is what I'd like to say. I'm still not sure if I can, Sonia, speak actual numbers, so I'm not sure.
Okay, all right, Boman, it's been good speaking to you. Congratulations on a good listing. Now we could talk more often. You could join us here on CNBC-TV18, not just talk about the industry, but talk about your own brand, the listed stock as well. Pleasure talking to you.
Definitely, and thank you very, very much once again.
Well, on that note, though, we'll have to wrap up on this edition of Bazaar. Lots of trading ideas lined up on Chartbusters. Don't go anywhere.